Good morning, all. Thank you for joining us on this series of online training sessions with today's topic, the EU-FarmBook Beginner's Guide. This is one session of a series, and if you are interested in the previous ones, please make use of the QR code at the right side of this slide, and there you can find the recordings and the slides of all kinds of online sessions that happened already. This webinar is being recorded, and you as a participant, you are not filmed. We didn't ask you for a GDPR consent, so no worries, you are not filmed. The recording will be made available online, and if you have any questions, please ask your questions in the Mentimeter Q&A, and here you have this QR code. This QR code is put on almost all slides, so you can, during the presentation of Gina, you can always make use of that QR code, and at the end, we will try to give an answer to your questions. So, enjoy, and Gina, I will give the floor to you.
Thank you so much, Inge. And thank you to all of the participants that taken the time to register for this training session and to join us. My name is Gina. I'm part of the HighClear consulting team in Romania, and we are the leaders of Work Package 3 in the EU-FarmBook project, focusing on uploading knowledge objects on the platform. We will start today with the EU-FarmBook, the Beginner's Guide, and we will start with the agenda, learnings of today's session, what are the requirements to access the EU-FarmBook platform, how to improve your contributions with quality metadata, and how to properly upload knowledge objects. Of course, we will have a question and answer session at the end of the training. Please ask your questions on the Mentimeter. How the learnings of today's session is the introduction to the EU-FarmBook platform, how we define the practice-oriented materials, what are the requirements needed to access the EU-FarmBook platform, who is the contributor, how to know our target group, what is the metadata that we use for practice-oriented materials, and how to upload them to the platform. Next, we will introduce the EU-FarmBook platform. And as you may be aware and already know, EU-FarmBook platform is an under development online platform that gathers and provides materials from the domain of agriculture and forestry. The materials derived from research and innovation projects funded by the EU, Horizon 2020 and Horizon Europe project, as well as EIP Agri operational groups, or from national and regional knowledge reservoirs. What are practice-oriented materials? A practice-oriented material or a knowledge object refers to documents, videos, presentations, or other items developed under the programs funded by the EU. A practice-oriented material should address the needs of farmers, foresters, and advisors, and be in a non-technical or political language to be easy to read for our target group. At the right side of the slide, you can see how a document, a fact sheet, actually looks like in the platform, or a video, how the video it looks like in the EU-FarmBook platform. What are the requirements needed to access the EU-FarmBook platform? Practice-oriented materials or knowledge objects can be made available to the EU-FarmBook platform by an authorized contributor. It can be either a partner or coordinator of a research and innovation project funded by the EU, or a manager of a national and/or regional knowledge reservoir. Who is our target group? The EU-FarmBook platform aims to reach a large audience across the EU and is primarily made up of people involved in forestry and agriculture, such as farmers, foresters, advisors, students, or even educators. The process for the knowledge flows, how the practice-oriented material, what is its track on the FarmBook platform. So, first step is production of the practice-oriented material. The practice-oriented material is produced during the implementation of a Horizon project or an operational group project. The second step is the uploading. The practice-oriented material is uploaded into the EU-FarmBook platform, and we will have to keep in mind that the information we need for properly upload it can be found in the manual upload guide or in the API integration or connection guidelines that can be provided and being requested among the users, or you can find it in the on the website. The third step is exchange. What exchange means? We already have the practice-oriented material is already uploaded to the EU-FarmBook and is now visible to the target group, and we start to promote it by sharing, interacting, or even translating for farmers or for our target group to be to easily understand what the material is about. And the fourth step, which is the last step, but is as important as the three first steps, is the use or reuse. So practice-oriented material can be applied in a specific environment of our target group, which is used. And then it can be reused, and it can be an inspiration to produce new materials. So it can be reused. Now we will go together into the metadata for practice-oriented materials, and one needs to be added for the knowledge object for the practice-oriented material to have the proper information for our target group. The metadata, this term that seems, it sounds like a technical term, but is being considered in the EU-FarmBook platform, is being considered as the minimum information identified as a must-have for an adequate question description. So at first we will have the subject, what the topic is, the subject of the practice-oriented material is about. The next step is adding the title, is assigned to the practice-oriented material by its creator. In the case of materials such as datasets or software applications, it represents the name of the dataset or software application. Of course, we can always add to our contribution the title that we think is the best or the most important, or it can actually invite our target group to click on the contribution and to read about it and to open the document. The next field is the description, which is a concise textual description detailing the content of the practice-oriented material. For documents, this description could serve as the abstract of the document. Next is we are looking at keywords, which is a collection of keywords or key phrases associated with the practice-oriented material. Keywords should accurately reflect the information and content of the material, facilitating search and discoverability for platform users. As a side note here, the title and the keywords are the most important section in our contribution, as it can answer to the questions that our target group can ask in the platform at the search function. Next, the most important field in the metadata is the geographic location. Providing information on the location related to the content of practice-oriented material aids users of the platform to find relevant information for their specific location. It can be either for all European Union or for all Europe, or it can be for a specific country from which our target group comes from. The author or the creators' practice-oriented materials are the outcome, of course, of work within a project and is crafted by one or more individuals. These individuals represent the creators or the authors of the material. The intended purpose. Not all practice materials are created to serve the same purpose. Making the purpose of a material known can help identify objects of interest and usefulness to the EU-FarmBook platform users. In the example that we are showing to you, it's a fact sheet that now consists of communication and dissemination material as the project already ended, and you can see how the AgriLink project material and the project per se was implemented and was actually improving the experience of the target group. Next, in our metadata row is the category. The category to which the practice-oriented material belongs, such as text, documents, video, slideshow presentations, audios, images, or applications, or data sets. The date of completion denotes the date that indicates the precise time of the creation of the practice-oriented material. Of course, if we have this information in the document, it's important to add it. If not, we can add the date of the ending of the project, or if we don't have that at all, we can always add as the beginning date of the project. For the language, it's important to have this added in the form for metadata, because most of the findings in the research and innovation projects disseminate their results in English, but also in other languages. So it's crucial to have this multilinguality function of the platform and to have our target group from across all Europe to have access to the proper information that is being added to the platform. License, it may be the case that a practice-oriented material has been assigned a license by its creator specifying the conditions of terms of use or, of course, reuse. How to upload knowledge objects. We know now what project material, practice-oriented materials need to be added to the platform. We know now how to properly add what description needs to be added in order for our contribution to make a difference in the platform, but how we can upload the knowledge objects. We have two different ways here. One is the upload form, the manual upload form. A user must log in to upload and to have the role of the contributor assigned by, for example, the coordinator of the project or other authorized user of the platform. The second part, it's the EU-FarmBook application programming interface. As opposed to the upload form that aimed to be used for the upload of relatively small numbers of POMs, the EU-FarmBook API allows for large-scale programmatic uploads. We can connect platforms between already existing platforms to the EU-FarmBook, and we can also have bulk knowledge objects added to the platform. The demo of endpoint tester is already available. We also have these informations available at the guidelines section in the website, in the official website of the project and platform. And of course, the webinars and the info training sessions that have been recorded for both of these two ways of adding proper and the correct knowledge information to the EU-FarmBook platform. Thank you. This was it from my side. I think that we are now at the question and answer section. So,
okay, thank you. Thank you, Gina. And some questions came already in, so I would like to invite all participants. It's now the time to ask your questions, and then we have here Gina with us to answer them. But we can go to the first ones that came in. Yeah, what do you recommend when I have doubts about the topic to choose?
If you have doubts, you can reread your document. You can also access the guides that we have already uploaded on the EU-FarmBook platform website. You can find inspiration from there. You can find the topics related. Each topic has a subtopic, and you can somehow find inspiration and information from there.
Okay, thank you. Is the coordinator the one who makes the profile of the project?
Yes, the coordinator is the one that makes the profile of the project, but as well as partners involved in the project can have can become contributors and can add knowledge objects and can add information in the project page.
Okay, I think we have a slide, Gina, that we present our ambassadors that can give us support. So they, we will add that slide. Yes, we will add when the moment we share the slides, the presentation, so you can see for your country or perhaps who is in your network that you can contact, and if there are any issues or still have more questions, you are welcome to ask them. Here I see good morning. If it's possible and time allows, would it be possible to do a simulation of how to search and filter materials on the site, especially from a language different from English? I'm not sure if it will be the time, Gina.
No, not now, but who's asking that can also ask a question in the support form that we have in the EU-FarmBook platform. You can also ask the ambassador that can help you with going through the platform. So please contact us. Go to the contact page and please ask us whatever doubts you have.
Yeah. I think it's also a very nice idea to organize a next online training session on how to make the best use of all the tools that we provide on the EU-FarmBook platform. Good idea. License. It's difficult for me. What can you recommend to choose?
And the license, what I can tell is that you need to pay attention to what is the document saying. Specific documents from Horizon 2020 or Horizon Europe projects have the license already added in the material. If you are not sure about it, you can always ask the creator or the coordinator of the project, of course, or you can go to our website as well. We have there the explanation of what the Creative Commons license is. We have guides for that, and we also have the recording sessions for the license.
Yeah. Perhaps to add to this, for licensing, we have on the one hand, it's all closed because of everything that is produced, and it can be art, it can be a knowledge object, a practice-oriented material. In our case, even if you don't see the symbol C with a circle around it, still there are this intellectual property rights, and it's somehow, it's not your. You should go to the author, to the real author. But this is, of course, not easy and not what we want to have. It's an obstacle when we want to share knowledge. We should know that all the project results, when they come from publicly funded projects, it's of course better that we can have that open access and that we can share all these knowledge. For this, there is the Creative Commons license, and you can have several options in that. So instead of being fully closed, we can also say the full opposite is open. It's in the public domain. And the author said, I don't have to be mentioned anyway. I just give it in the public domain. Of course, this is very open. Somehow there are some scales, levels in that. And for the EU-FarmBook platform, we have chosen for the default license CC BY. And that means that you can, you as an interested person want to make use of your downloaded knowledge object, and you have to acknowledge the authors, the author or the authors. I think you can compare it with when you have scientific publications, when you have a book and you want to make use some small parts from that you say, okay, I take that up in my reference list. And of course, I acknowledge the authors, and by doing it, by adding it to my reference list, those that are interested for more information, they can go to that. And also for me, it's correct towards the authors. There are other options, because we know sometimes for non-commercial activities, or you want to have a video, it can be shared, but it should be the full video, because if you only take 2 minutes out of the 10, somehow you say you miss the context, you miss, it's better the whole picture. So you can choose for that. And we have a previous training session, the one of September. We have also slides. You can contact UGent, because somehow we are responsible and help you to support in this license choosing. And a very nice tool is available online of Creative Commons, but also it is integrated in the online upload form that we have on EU-FarmBook platform. Okay. Yeah. I see, yeah. Is there any quality check of the content that people will upload?
Yes, we have we also have the quality guidelines. We also have the quality training session. You just need to actually pay attention to them and to respect some insights from there and to get inspired by that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Can you make strategic partnerships with COVE projects and or large network of VET schools? I think these are somehow the education and training schools for professionals in agriculture and forestry. So can we make strategic partnerships with a project and a large network of schools for agriculture and forestry?
We can connect platforms between each other, but I don't know if we can make that strategic partners. But we can ask that, and we can come back with an answer on the slide. Yeah.
Yeah. I think a very good approach would be, because somehow this is out of the scope of this training session. We want to connect with everyone, especially when we have this education training partnership. I think it's really relevant for the EU-FarmBook. But then that you contact us through the contact form that you will find on the platform on the support page. We are looking forward to your message, and we can look together. And then I have one final question, and I think it's perfect for the timing, Gina. Which is the difference in relation to practice abstracts of EIP Agri and this practice material? Is it mandatory? Will it be mandatory in the future to provide practice material to EU-FarmBook?
Yes, to quickly answer in a short answer, yes, it will be important to have practice abstracts from operational groups, but we are looking at practice-oriented materials, with good and quality information. We can have practice abstracts from the operational groups saying in a more practical way what is the activity or the findings of the operational groups.
Thank you. And I think we are perfectly in time. So thank you all for joining us. And we hope you could learn a lot, and somehow that you can start with uploading your practice-oriented material on our EU-FarmBook platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.